This is lesson 6.5, proportional parts of similar triangles. So the goal in this lesson is I can use parts formed by parallel lines to determine the lengths of segments in similar triangles. And I can find the lengths of medians, altitudes, and angle bisectors in similar similar triangles. So the special segments of similar triangles, that's kind of the first thing we're going to tackle here. And you may not know what these objects are, so let's talk a little bit about them. But here's what the statement says. If two triangles are similar, then the lengths of their corresponding altitudes, angle bisectors, and medians are also proportional. Okay? So what is an altitude? Well, if you look at a triangle, and I draw a segment down from one angle, and I make it perpendicular to that side, that's an altitude. So it makes a right angle with the opposite side. So there's more than one right angle, more than one altitude in a triangle. You can actually put 3 altitudes in every triangle. Okay? Same thing with angle bisector and medians. Okay, now an angle bisector, this is an altitude. So an angle bisector takes a triangle and it splits the angle equally from one side, so like this, so that these two are congruent angles. So this would be an angle bisector. And then a median goes to the middle or the midpoint of the opposite side. So a median would do this. It wasn't very straight, was it? That's not very good either. That's pretty good right there. Okay. So this point right here would be the median, the midpoint of the side, meaning these two segments are congruent. So this is a median. All right? All right. So those would be proportional, is what's going on. If you get two different triangles and they're similar, then their angle bisectors are proportional, the medians are proportional, and so are the altitudes. Okay? So the triangles are similar. They're going to tell us that right off the bat. So find the value of x. Well, these marks here tell me that this is a median. Okay? So here's also a median right here. So you just need to match up the corresponding parts of these figures in a proportion. Okay? Like we've been doing. So I'll do the median on first blank and then the side length on the second blank for this first triangle on the left here. So I did median on first blank and then 15 in the second blank, the side length. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the smaller triangle on the right. The median is the 8. It's going to go under my median from the large triangle, and then 12 is going to go under the side length. And so that's how I organize my proportion. And so now I'm going to cross multiply, as we always do. 12x and 8 times 15 is 120. And you divide by 12, and you're going to get 10. And that's the value of x. You're just making good proportions here. Okay, now some of you might have just seen it like this. Why not we just say fraction, fraction? Well, that works too. 15 over x equals 12 over 8. Well, 12 times x is 12x, and 15 times 8 is 120, and you divide and you get 10. So that works too. Okay, as long as you make a good proportion, I think it's going to work out for you. So give this one a try. Hopefully you did this one. And so I'm going to go with, these are altitudes this time. See the right angle mark there? These are altitudes in the triangle. So in this left-hand triangle, I'm going to put 16, the altitude, and then 20, the side length. And in this other triangle on the right, I'm going to put x as the altitude and 15 as the side length. And that's good organization. That gives me 20x, and then 16 times 5 oh, excuse me, 16 times 15 is 240. And I divide 20, and I get 12. Give this one a try. This is a little tougher. So in this problem, we don't have comparable parts yet. So this is a median, no, an angle bisector, excuse me, and it's going to break this opposite side proportionally. So what am I going to label ST? Well, hopefully you thought 18 minus X. So now I've got in this triangle 6 over 6 and X. We'll put those on top. And that corresponds to 14 and 18 minus X on the bottoms. So this is a side, and then this is a part that's been split, and then this side, and then this is the other part of that segment that's been broken into two pieces. So now 14 times X is 14X. 6 times 18 is 108 minus 6X, and I'll add 6X to the 14X to make 20X. And I'll divide by 20, and I get 5.4. Okay? Give this one a try. Yeah, I think again this one's just really clear. X over 4, 13 over 6. It works for me. So that's 6X equals 52. And we get X equals 52 over 6. It's a repeating decimal, so it's going to be 8 and then 48 fourths, so 8 and 2/3, or your calculator says this, 8.6 repeating. Okay? How about this one? It's another one like that previous one. 11 goes with this, and 14 goes with X. So we just need to know what this is. Well, that whole thing is 20. So if I subtract X from 20, that's this piece. Okay, so now I've got 11 over 20 minus X, and I got 14 over X. So that's 11X. 14 times 20 is 280 minus 14X. I'm going to add 14X, making 25X equals 280. And X is 11.2. Okay? All right, the assignment here, it said go forward to 6.5. That just didn't get changed. So the assignment is a PDF that I attached. It's a 6.4 and 6.5 applications PDF. That's what your homework is now.